Hi guys, welcome to my channel Shurit Master, and I'm gonna make a in-depth competitive Blurple Crocodile profile, and I'm gonna show you my take on the deck, and I'm gonna explain why I think most people aren't playing the correct Blurple Croc profile deck. Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's talk about something in general first. I've seen a lot of deck profiles out there which are running the Ivankov engine, and it's not wrong to play it. It's also good if you play it on curve. You get in the mid game, it's really good because of course you get two big bodies with a 7 cost. That's really good. The problem is that you're playing buggy, and all the other cards that search, they get you a plus, of course. They plus instantly. But the thing is, you're not playing enough events. At this point, I think you shouldn't play Crocodile. If you're playing the engine and you're planning to use less events or like no events on your turn, then you shouldn't play this leader. It's just not worth it. It's just better to play Ivankov with the leader Ivankov instead of Blurple Crocodile, because you're at 4 life and it just doesn't make sense. If you play this character, this leader, in my opinion, you have to use events on your turn, especially, very good events, of course, that impact the game, the board state, as well as give you a draw on your turn. This is really crucial. I think you have to take advantage of the fact that you can draw a card on your turn with the leader ability, and it can be very good if you have a certain play style. I'm gonna show you why. I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna achieve that with my certain deck build. Okay, now let's get to the 2k counters first. I'm playing one 2k counter, 1 X-Drake only. I wanted to bump this up to 3 or 4, but the problem is I don't have enough space, but I like the 1 X-Drake. Mostly it's a 2k counter, of course, but if your opponent is low on hand resources, this becomes even better. Yeah. Okay. Then I play 4 2k counter Little Sadi. This has been going really well, especially since I'm playing also the Mino Koala engine. I like this engine overall. It's been going really well. It's your chances to draw Little Sadi are very high, and especially in my deck that is stacking a lot. I can stack this card, and I can draw immediately into it, and then on my next turn on curve I can play this, get this out. Yeah, I think it's really good. Okay, now to the reason why I'm playing this engine. The problem is you're playing, of course, as we know, we're playing Blurple Croc. He's only at 4 life, so it's really important that you get bodies out early in the game in order to fight off your opponent's board. That's why I'm playing this engine. It's better. You have to play really aggressive when you're playing against any rush deck, against Rush Zora specifically. Yeah. And I have been you can be more aggressive, of course, if you're playing, for example, the ulti engine. The ulti engine is also really good, really nice, and you get this body out, a 5k body and a 6k body. This is a lot of pressure against Rush Zoro. This is really good. But my problem is that the way I built my deck, I wanna ramp on my turn. It's really important to ramp because I have a game plan that I want to get to really fast. That's why I'm not playing this engine anymore. But yeah, depending on what cards are going to be released, I might come to this again because I really like this engine. It's really strong. Okay. Now let's get to my blockers. I'm playing only one Korizumi Higurashi. Man, sorry if I didn't pronounce it right. I'm sorry. I'm only playing one, and there's a reason why. The thing is, most people, most decks, like for example Red, they have Vista and Whitebeard and so on. They can remove it easily. That's why I'm only playing one. People have been asking me why I'm not playing Law, for example. I mean, Law's really good. He costs only one. But he's only good at early games. When you draw into Higurashi, you're able to... Higurashi is always good. It doesn't matter if early game, mid game or late game. Because if you know that your opponent has a lot of cards that remove, you don't play this card. Instead, you use it as a 1k counter. Especially against good players, 1k counters matter a lot more than a blocker, because first of all, this is not versatile. You have to play, if you have a Law, you have to play it because it has no value in your hand. So you can't surprise your opponent. That's why I don't like this card a lot. It's good in Mono Croc, but not in Blurple Croc. Yeah, I opted to decide to go for Higurashi instead, because this card can also swing your opponent with extra 2 Don, and you swing with 5. If your opponent has, for example, if he has 2 Don open, I always attach 2 Don, and I'm gonna attack my opponent, because it's obvious. If you play against, for example, green, you know they will have, if they have 2 Don left, they most likely have Punk Gibson, attach to Don, swing for life, force them to use cards from their hand or take a life, or they can just take the hit. But the thing is, okay, my next swing, I'm gonna swing, they have the Punk Gibson, but they don't get the additional effect to rest a card. That's why I like this card more than Law. Law is not that versatile. Okay, then I'm playing 3 Miss All Sunday. I love this card, really good. There's a reason why I'm only playing 3. The thing is, it is really good, but the thing is, you don't want to draw it early on, and it happened to me a lot that when I had 4 of these cards in my deck, they were really clunky. I didn't like it. I want to draw it early game or late game. Then it's really insane. Then it's really good. It's gonna grab me an event from my trash, and it's gonna get even better from then on. Okay. Then I'm playing only 3 Doflamingo. This is my take on the deck. I think that in order to use your leader's ability at full potential, at maximum value, if you want to use this at maximum value, you have to control your next draws, especially when you want to use your events and get the most out of your events. That's why I'm playing, I think stacking is much more important than playing Buggy or any other cards that get you an additional +1 but you have to bottom deck all the other cards. That is not really good with your leader's ability, because it's very luck based. If you always get a +1, but you don't know what you get, then the leader's ability is not so strong in my opinion. It's not so good. It's much better if I stack my next cards and I know which cards I'm gonna get, so I can counter out perfectly and attack my opponent. That's the best way I think you should play this leader. Otherwise, you shouldn't play this leader. I mean, why not play Kaido or... Yeah, just play Blurple Kaido or play Ivankov if you're planning to play... Yeah, to just get searches from the start. Yeah. Okay, only 3. I'm playing 2 Boa Hancock. Okay, this is weird, I know guys. Most people play, of course, 4. This card is of course amazing. It's really good. It's really, really good. And I understand why people tell me to play 4, of course, but I don't have enough space. This is a really good card. I'd like to have it on curve, of course, so you can play it and your opponent, if he doesn't remove it, then you're gonna swing for 6, draw cards, and then you're gonna protect this card like your life depended on it. You're gonna plus off so much, you're gonna win. But now let's get to the point where I'm playing only 2. The thing is, this card has been amazing for me. I'm playing 3 Boa Hancock. This card is really, really good. So many times it came from life, and if it comes from life, your whole turn, the whole game is gonna change. You're gonna have a lot of options if this card comes from life. And it does come from life a lot of the times, because yeah, I play 3. I'd like to play 4, but I couldn't find the space. Maybe after you checked my whole deck profile, you can tell me which card I could possibly cut, but right now I don't think I couldn't find space. I couldn't find a card that I wanted to cut for a 4th copy. Yeah, also the thing why I want to play just 3, I don't want to draw into this card. This is one of the worst cards you can draw into. That's why I think playing 3 is good. Playing 2, the probability that you're gonna hit it from life, it's much more less. It's better if you have 3 in your deck, then it's more likely that you're gonna get this Boa Hancock from life. I think that's the reason why I'm playing 3 and not 2. But yeah, playing 4 is I think a little bit overkill. Okay, and lastly I'm playing 3 Queen. And yeah, again, I couldn't find the space because I'm playing the Boa Hancock trigger, and I don't think that I want to play 4 if I could, because the anti-ramp that you have to return a Don, I don't think it's really good for the strategy. I have a completely different strategy with this deck. I'm gonna show you in a few minutes. Wait. Okay. But I think, yeah, 3 is good enough. It's a 6k body, it's a blocker. You get to draw 2 cards. If you play it in the early game, it's not that good. But at the end game, if you play this and get 2 draws, you're most likely not going to lose. Okay, and now let's get to my characters. I'm playing 2 Doflamingo. This has been going really well for me, especially against green decks. It's really good. I'm gonna destroy all their 1-cost blockers. And against Lord, this is also really, really good. You either bait out the Vista, so they have to use 3 costs in order to remove a 1 cost, so it's less Don efficient for the opponent, but they have to get rid of this card, or I'm gonna swing at their life and gonna remove bodies from the board. This card has been really well. Okay, then I'm playing 2 Perona. Yeah, obviously guys, my plan is to stack my next cards, so this card, yeah, it just synergizes with the deck and with the leader perfectly in my opinion. It's really good. Yeah, and yeah, of course, the 1k count is also a lot of value, especially when you're going against Smoker. You never want to drop your 1 costs. That's the reason why I'm only playing, yeah, 4, only 4, because if you're playing against Smoker, you don't want to draw these cards at all. They're just useless against Smoker. Unless you want to get a 7k swing at your face every turn, then you're gonna lose pretty hard. Okay. Next. Just 1. I know it's really weird. And just 1 Martial the Teach. I know that this card is kinda, of course, random because I'm only playing 1. But I think 1 is more than good enough because, first of all, of course, you know, this is going to advance your board state and going to remove, it's going to return a character from your opponent. That's why it's really good. But it also has the flexibility. I can return one of my small guys, of course, which is very good because I can play this, return one of my Peronas, for example. If I don't have enough Don open, then I won't play it. But this card in my hand forces my opponent to swing with at least 6k and not just 5k, because if they swing with 5k, I'm gonna counter out with 1k, of course. Yeah. Okay. Then I'm playing 2 6 kings. This has also been going really well for me, but I understand. As shout out, first off, shout out to Los Fiends. He's playing 4 kings and 2 additional 7-cost Doffy. Well, that is his. That's his take. He's playing 7Ks as his boss monsters, which is not. It's not that horrible. It's fine. It's fine. But I think. And well, I'll show you my deck profile. Then you're gonna understand why. I'm just playing. Yeah, I'm only playing 2 because it conflicts with my strategy. I want to ramp as fast as possible. I want to get to Mihawk as fast as possible. I want to ramp as fast as possible. I want to play this card 1 turn earlier, and I want to return the card and put my opponent under pressure. This is the reason. This is the way I think you should play. You should put your opponent under pressure so they can't drop the big guys unless they want to drop a big guy to answer my Mihawk, but I'm gonna take a lot of life from them and then they can't defend themselves. You can, okay, if I play this 1 turn earlier than my opponent expected, I play this and I return a character, a very good character of course, and I have a 9k body. Let's say they plan to play like Whitebeard or 7-cost, sorry, not white, 10-cost Kuzan. They don't have any blockers on their board. I'm gonna swing two times with my leader, and with this I'm gonna take 2 life, and most likely they will be at 1 life or 0 life, and then it's gonna be very, very difficult for them to play aggressively. If they want to play aggressively, they don't have enough Don left to protect themselves anymore. That's why playing this on curve or 1 turn earlier is much, much better. Yeah, playing only 3 Mihawk. Okay, that was it for all my characters. Now we get to the spice. Well, I think this is how I think you should play with your Blurple Crocodile leader. I think you have to play main events that get you to draw on your turn. I'm playing 1 Alabas Brickfist, really good. It doesn't matter when you draw this card. If you draw it early game, you're gonna return Borsalino, for example, or a good character with 4 or less cost, really good. And you get to draw a card because of your leader ability, really good. Then I play one Elephant Macho. This is one of the cards that ramps me, and I really like this card. I have tried to play Venom Road, but I opted to go for Elephant Macho because this card reduces your opponent's board presence. That's why I play this card, and the extra Don, of course, is really, really good. But that's why I'm playing this card, because it gets rid of opponent's board cards. Alright. Then I'm playing one Brachio Bomber. Really, really good card. Remove a 6-cost character, ramp an active Don, really good. And my last main event that I'm activating on my turn is the Lion's Threat. I do know that this card returns 2 Don to your Don deck, but this card, when you hit 9 Don or 10 Don, this card is so good. This card is so amazing then. It's cost efficient because it's only 3 Don and you get to remove a 5-cost character. Really, really good. And one combo I didn't realize, but I was able to take advantage of it. Okay guys, this is really amazing. Usually you have only 10 Don, but I was able to get 11 Don. That was really insane. Okay, first off, you have 10 Don. You attach to your leader, of course. You activate the Lion's Threat. 3 Don. Rest 3 Don. Remove a character. You have to return 2 Don, of course. But the thing is, then I get, of course, with the leader ability, you get to draw a card, even better. So the Lion's Threat is going to replace itself. That's really insane. Then 6 cost. I'm going to remove another body, and I get an active Don to protect myself. This was really insane. I was at my opponent had 2 big characters, and his leader, of course, and he thought he had game. But I used this combo to get out of it, and I won the game with this combo. That was really insane. Yeah, really, really good. Yeah, and I had 1 Don left for my events that protected me. That was insane. Yeah. Okay. That was it. Now let's get to my defensive events. I'm playing 2 Gum Rain. Really, really good card. Especially if you're tapped out, you can surprise your opponent. Very good, and you get to draw a card. Standard Desert Spada, stack your next 3 cards, draw a card, really, really good. There's no reason why you should play less than 4. I'm playing the one Blast Breath. This came really clutch. I had, as I told you, I had 1 Don left active that I got from Brachio Bomber, and I protected myself with Blast Breath. That was really, really insane. Really insane. Yeah, then of course the 4 Love Beam. Yeah, it's too good. You have to play 4. I'm playing the 1 Overheat. Overheat has been this card is insane. If it comes from your life, you can return a Borsalino. This is way too good. Way too good. Then to ramp 1 Thunder Bagua, and yeah. This is also really nice. It ramps me cards, and if I get it from life, I can trash it immediately. I can use a trigger effect, get 1 Don, and I can recycle this, of course, with my Missile Sunday. And the card that's been coming really well at 1, Crescent Cutlass, is insane, guys. This card got me game so many times. There are so many situations where my opponent, he swings with, for example, a 5-cost Rush Luffy that is unblockable. He puts like 6 Don on it, and he swings at my life. He thinks it's game. I return it, and my opponent doesn't have any Don open anymore. It's my turn, and I kill them on the crackback. Or for example, this card against Smoker, really good against Smoker. I had a character, they had Kuzan, and they put my character to 1 cost, so he had, their Smoker had double damage, which would have killed me if that went through. They went for the attack, they put 5 Don on the Smoker to get damage for sure, but I had the Crescent Cutlet. This was instant game. I put it back to his hand, I get to draw a card, and I returned one of their big characters. This is way too good. This card has been coming in clutch so many times. Also, very funny, this also happened against Green. They had the Yamato out that banishes 2 cards. Really insane. I had only 2 cards in my hand. I had this and a 1k counter. They had Yamato. I had no blockers. Yamato swings with 6 Don attached, so 11k swing. He thought that was game because I had 2 life on my in my life area. I played this, returned the Yamato. I got to draw a card, and I won because, yeah guys, I'm stacking my deck, so I knew what card I was going to draw, and then I played a blocker and had an extra draw, of course, and yeah, I won that game. But this card came in clutch so many times. Nobody is expecting it, and the card is just extremely well. But it's only good, in my opinion, with this leader, because this card is going to replace itself. You're gonna activate it, return a very good card from your opponent, so reducing the opponent's board present. Plus, you get to draw a card. This is really insane. Yeah. And that was it for my Blurple deck profile, in-depth Blurple deck profile. I hope you liked it, and yeah, subscribe to my channel, and if you have any suggestions how to improve on the deck build, please tell me. And yeah, have a good day, guys.